Comedian Tim Allen did an interview on Friday with my rival for King of Late Night, Jimmy Kimmel. And he seemed defensive about admitting that he had attended the presidential inauguration.
You went to the presidential inauguration, right?
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball, and so I went to go see the Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration.
I'm not attacking you.
You get this down. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened. If you're not part of the group, you know what we believe is right. I go, well, I might have a problem with that. I'm a comedian. I like going on both sides.
Yeah, he likes going on both sides. Yes, and he feels that in today's Hollywood, that's enough to incite people's wrath. Well, Slate raced to prove his point by quickly publishing this response. Watch slack-jawed as Tim Allen says supporting Trump in Hollywood is like 30s Germany. Allen didn't support Trump. He spoke against him during the 2016 election, and he was a vocal Kasich supporter. But the Slate article wastes no time in tying Allen to Trump and Trump to white supremacists, thus lending credence to Allen's remark that espousing anything but the approved Hollywood opinion gets you put on a list. Kirsten, is he right?
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone knows that people in the artistic community, whether it's Hollywood or Broadway or whatever it may be, I mean, it's full of liberals. It's full of very, very, enthusiastic liberals. And so it is very difficult to have an opposing opinion. But I am just, and I love Tim Allen, right?
Yeah.
I grew up in Detroit, so, he's like a home guy. I love Tim Allen. I think he's hilarious. But I really am tired, too, of the, Nazi Germany references. Let's save that for when there is a legitimate, fascist, anti-Semite calling for the destruction of the Jewish people. You know what I mean?
Like
Let's save it for that.
That smears the press and tries to scapegoat minorities.
But smearing the press is different than legitimately building concentration camps and sending people.
Well, yeah, I don't think obviously he was making he was making a joking reference to being essentially put on a list, which I think it's proven that he has been, and he's saying it's worse than ever. Even though he's not a Trump supporter, he's lumped in with them.
By the way, slack-jawed is the preferred way to read things on Slate.
Yes.
That's how you get the most out of it.
I usually am that way when
Tim Allen, everyone's saying Nazi here. He just said, he didn't say Nazi. He said Germany in the 1930s. Yes. So perhaps he's referring to the Weimar Republic, and he disagrees with the way von Hindenburg dealt with the...
But the Nazis were in power in the 1930s. They were actually democratically elected in the early 1930s.
He could have been a very narrow window there.
Yes.
I think he makes a good point. I mean, we just talked about a guy getting kicked out of a bar for wearing a hat someone didn't like. And you think if you're conservative in the entertainment industry that you don't have to learn to keep your mouth shut. That's just not the case.
Yeah.
Again, I feel bad for actual Nazis. They think, oh, I bought a uniform, I grew a stupid mustache. Now everybody's a Nazi. I feel left out.
He feels bad for actual Nazis. Right. Let's see what else Tim Allen's worried about.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a problem with private companies snooping on people.
If a government drove by down the street with a gray sedan with a camera on it, you'd be rioting, going to Washington. But if it's white with emojis and Google on it, yay, you're waving at it. They're taking pictures of your house.
He's killing.
That
Johnson,
is so true.
Does this kind of thing make you nervous?
What Tim Allen's describing?
Yes, the picture, he's saying that if the government was doing it, we'd all freak out. But, it's true. The Google people go by, and I'm kind of I'm just looking at the car like it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, that's a broader conversation. It's like the way that people post pictures on Facebook, all that stuff. It's like there was a time you wouldn't want pictures of your baby kind of out there like that. But now all that information is out there. Regardless of that, I know Tim Allen is joking, but it's funny to hear somebody say he's repressed in Hollywood when he made $50 million playing a character named Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, he's doing just fine.
He's
But also,
wouldn't he be doing better if the Nazis came back, right? Without any of the Jews, he'd have so much less competition in comedy.
But without just, Hollywood, right? I mean, that's what they say. Say Broadway, Hollywood. There's so many Jews in Broadway and Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If the Nazis came back, he would have any role he wants.
I kind of wish there were more conservatives in show business to that end, because then there'd be more combative nature. And,
well, they're there, but they're in the closet. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
At this point, he doesn't care. There's a lot of people that they're past. They're they're older. They're more established, and they can't really be blacklisted. And those are the only people. Everyone else.
You know what, though? I think part of this is, brought on by people themselves, right? Because you perceive that, oh, gosh, people aren't going to like me because of this or whatever. Just go on. Be yourself. Say your opinions and
be yourself.